How also can we ask the question that how can this problem of chronic capitalism be solved, corruption of hereditary and chronic capitalism lineage system be solved? That it will be solved only when there will be a spread of education in very smart way and very sensitive education and very smart education and complete education there is need. We have to make the democracy powerful. When the people of everybody of that country will be strong by education, will be strong by financially, will be strong, and also their life standard of living, their life will be strong, then they will be able to raise their voices, and they will be able to raise their voices against of the government event, against of the government authority, or against of the anybody. Similarly, that there is not economic strongness, financial freedom inside of the people of that country, inside of the citizen of that country, there should be not a smart education, then there not it will be very difficult to fulfill these types of the problem. It will be very difficult to eliminate these types of the corruption and corruption free party system and democracy. No problem. But there is question, if there is corruption and there are these types of the corruption like hereditary or chronic capitalism, normally what happens that number of people say that they are not associated to political parties, or they don't take the interest of the political parties. Number of the people say, but in reality maximum number of the people of them take interest in the politics, because directly or indirectly, because their life is influenced, lack of awareness or lack of knowledge, people are in under consideration that they have to take the participation, stronger participation in the government, in the politics matter or not. That definitely everybody should have to take the strong interest in the political parties. Either he is an officer, he is a common people, or he is a doctor, he is an engineer, or any types of the guy having he is associated to any types of the business or profession. Because the people, when the people of that any specific country will be well educated, so after taking the interest by the people or by the citizens, this problem may be solved. When people will be educated, they will be cautious, then they will raise their voices. When there is a symptom of any types of the corruption, they will raise their voices, and they will go against of these types of the criminal, or which will holding these types of the mistake. And sometimes the citizens will use this experience also in during the time of the vote, like rejecting the types of the rascal types of the candidates, and also in going into favor of that candidates which is appropriate for that, and also sometimes utilizing of the nota vote. So this can be solved. So this is not option that people should be just like aware, just distance from the politics. This is the important. This is the option that people should take more interest in politics, and people should be more educated about the government system, about the education, and about the science, and everything, every matters is going on, then this problem can be solved. We have an example of India, that in India also number of the rules have been made by the Election Commission of India, like if there is some misconduct or criminal activity is conducted by the any political parties leaders like MLAs, MPs, or anybody, then there will be taken the legal action by the courts, and also sometimes by the Election Commission of India. After winning the election, just like they are offered by some political parties, or on account of the interest and corruption, they change the political parties. He or she betrays the peoples and the candidates, or people, or have deception over the people who so ever has helped while getting the election, while winning the election. And how many numbers of the people have the hope, they break at the hope of the people. So this happened in this condition that Election Commission of India has made, and thus also Supreme Court has made. If any candidate like MLA or MPs just like would like to change any political party and go into the favor of political parties, then candidature of his person may be dismissed and expelled by this authority, Election Commission of India, and by the Supreme Court of India. But also there are some holes have been made, and there are also some holes that those are utilized, those are used by some selfish candidates. But actually, according to me, that every time the political parties or the candidates should do in the favor of the people, because democracy is for the people, by the people, of the people. So candidates must respect the feeling and must have the sympathy, must love the people's voice, and candidate is that candidate, leader who is the leader that who works all the times in the favor of the people, not in the favor of him, because political parties leader is the representatives of the people, leader is the servant of the political parties, leader is the servant of the people. So people's voice should be raised in democracy. Also one important matter is that what types of the behavior should be political parties and what types of the behavior should be in administration and government system. Actually they are successful because this is the symptoms of the government system, and this is the recognition of the government system that the successful of democracy and the successful of any bureaucracy is just like accountable and transparent and the flexibility and also sensitive against of the demand against of the demand and against of the need of the people, because democracy is the for the people, by the people, of the people. Any leader, any political parties, any government officials are not sensitive, are not accountable of the democracy, or not accountable of the common people or the weak people or poor people, then there is corruption, and that party, the leader should be boycotted, should be eliminated, and that officer should be boycotted, and that officer should be penalized by the government, that officer should be demolished, degraded their position, their post, and that official should be dismissed by the law and by the political parties, by the court. Actually, every officials in democracy is working for the betterment of the people, for the people, by the people, of the people. Any government officer, either he may be a policeman, he may be any officer, IAS officer, IPS officer, or any officer, if he is not favor of, he is not sensitive against of the common people, poor people, or any people, everybody people, then he is not competent for this candidature, for this post, and in this situation also consideration, there should be need of consideration is done by them. So there should be number of these types of the reforms also should be done, and we can do these types of the reform in political system that we can go. So I would like to, first of all, I would like to give some review that when a political party systems, we just like I'm going to discuss on, just like we see, I'm going to see some topics in I would like to see some caricatures and some topics of this in important of, I would like to, just like so we can see number of these types of the manifestation and representation of the democracy, that democracy is liked by how many people, and what is the criteria, what is the ideology of the people, what people say about the democracy. We have some data that 27% of the candidates thinks that the liberals should be in power, and there should be flexibility in powers. 35% thinks that the conservatives deserve a chance. 35% people also in favor of conservatives. We know that we have examples about the conservatives in the French Revolution, that actually in the conservative ideology their development should not be rapid, and according to the very gradually development should be done. So actually it is not so much needed in the latest situation, and 98% said that the political parties should be go to the hell, like of this they should be held into the Niagara Fall. So they are not so much interested about the political parties. I would like to also so we know the example of political parties, how many number of the political parties, let's say we see that the Indian National Congress parties, one question may be asked that when was Indian National Congress formed, that in 1885 Indian National Congress was formed, and Indian National Congress ideology is just like in the secular ideology of the Indian National Congress, Samajwadi Party, Communist Party of India, Marxist, Bharatiya Janata Party. This also like of this parties. Also I am going to show this some regional parties. Before discussing about, I would like to discuss. I am going to discuss about the national parties. Okay, before discussing, I would like to again okay, let's discuss about the political parties. How many number of the political parties are there at level in India? That I am going to discuss. Indian National Congress, what types of the question may be asked in Indian National Congress, that when was formed Indian National Congress, that was in 1885, that you have to keep in mind. And Indian National Congress, now it is the ruling United Indian, currently Indian National Congress leads the ruling United Progressive Alliance coalition government at the center Also along with this, also national party is one of the national parties is Bahujan Samajwadi Party, and this question, there may be a question asked that when was formed the Bahujan Samajwadi Party. That Bahujan Samajwadi Party was formed in 1984 under the leadership of the Kasiram. Also a question may be asked that who was having the leadership of the formation of the Bahujan Samajwadi Party. The answer will be Kasiram, and also the sample question is given like of this, and also this BSP Bahujan Samajwadi Party are influenced and is influenced and also is getting the inspirations from like many leaders like Sahu Maharaja Mahatma Phule, Periyar, Ramaswamy, Naikar and Baba Sahib Ambedkar. As we know that Baba Sahib Ambedkar is just like responsible for uplifting the status of like downtrodden classes and Bahujan class, like Harijan class, like of this, and this BSP Bahujan Samajwadi Party is favoring the Dalits oppressed classes and for the development and the welfare of the Dalits oppressed classes and minorities, and also Bahujan Samajwadi Party BSP also are in center and is overwhelming in Uttar Pradesh especially, and along with this Uttar Pradesh or in many states there are the existence of the BSP Bahujan Samajwadi Party like Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Uttarakhand, Delhi, Punjab, like of this, and also in the Lok Sabha election in 2004, this BSP and polled about 5% votes and secured 19 seats in the Lok Sabha. With this, I would like to discuss in the Bharatiya Janata Party. Sometimes I am going to discuss, then you have to show, like because I am not making the body context, that please would like to show here, sir, focus in this matter, like okay, more zoom and focus Bharatiya Janata Party, BJP, also BJP, just like we know, and also sometimes very much influenced by the nationalism or Hindutva, and also raising the voices for the about the territorial should be integrations of EBD into the India about the Jammu and Kashmir. So this is one of the big motto of the BJP Bharatiya Janata Parties, and also Communist Party of India. Marxism, Communist Party of India, Marxist, founded in 1964. This is also favoring sometimes the working class and peasant class, like Communist Party of India also formed in 1920s. For he is also responsible and raising for the voice of working class, peasants class. Similarly, and he is also in favor of the UPA government. Nationalist Congress Party NCP is also was formed in 1999, and also it is in favor of the downtrodden classes, peasant classes and working classes. AI and like of All India Trinamool Congress, AITC, All India Trinamool Congress Party. It is one of the 7 national political parties which is registered with the Election Commission of India. Along with this, also many regional parties are having in India. There are a number of the regional parties are having in different types of the states, and different types of the states are having 2-party system, like 3-party system, or like of this question may be asked that according to, and also important things that few parties like Shiromani Akali Dal was formed in 1920 before independence, like of that or that we have to keep. Sometimes question may be asked, and these types of the regional parties are JD, like RJD, Lok Janshakti parties, Assam United parties, like on many parties, Dravid Munnetra Kazhagam party and All India Anna DMK parties are running in South India, Tamil Nadu, like that state parties. You have to make up your mind, but there is not need to mug up and to drill and having remember, but you have to keep it in short, in remembrance that existence of the political parties, and also the criteria of recognition of the political parties, that state parties, just like focus me, that we know that for being recognized the party in the states, that the states that 6% the seats should be won by that party, and also 2 legislative seats should be won that party, then that can be recognized as state party. In the very place for the recognition or registration of the national parties, also 6% minimum vote should be gained by that political party in the election of the parliamentary election. Also 4 minimum seats should be accomplished and should be won by that party, then he may maybe get the recognition of the national party and maybe get the recognition under the registered national parties. I would like to end the discussion of these political parties in this video here, and I would like to discuss in the next video in details, and there are number of the things to be discussed in the politics and in the democracy. Okay, their number of the discussion. So discussion is the powerful key in the democracy. Without discussion there should be, without discussion there is no discussion, and the man and key of the democracy is discussion and concept clear. As discussion would be, there should be the success of the democracy as well. In this video, that's all. I am Ashok Kumar Sharma, the chairman of People Welfare Foundation and the director of AK Study Center, is working 24/7 for the betterment and for the upliftment of the students and all guys, all people of the India. Must support us, People Welfare Foundation and AK Study Center, and must subscribe AK Study Center, because every types of the videos, every types of the subjects, videos on every types of the topics, junior, senior, college, competitive and business, all types of those videos will be broadcasted, will come, and also along with the help of the YouTube channel, AK Study Center and YouTube would teach to the students, and the purpose of the AK Study Center to make the India developed country from developing countries. So also there should be contribution of yourself, be association with us and support us. Must subscribe our YouTube channel. Still you did not subscribe, and share channels link to other students, guys, and to other students inside of your home, and just say other students or guys that all types of the videos you will get, and you will get an opportunity to be studied here by the help of YouTube channel, and by the help of YouTube channel, go to the channel and make comment and make write what types of the problems are you facing in education, and what types of the problem you are facing pertaining to the mathematics, reasoning, GK, GS, English, anything, business related things. Note down there, write there, comment there definitely on the topics, and on what topics would like to give the video, just comment there in YouTube channel and their comment sections, and I will when I will get the times I will study, and I would like to make the video on this topic, and you will get the benefit from this. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.